that are new to my channel, welcome. I'm a pre-med student. I have a 4.0. I did all these classes and I want to show you my tips and tricks to succeed in these classes. So organic chemistry is one of those weed out classes that always kills everyone. Honestly, I loved the class. It was really easy for me and I don't know why my brain clicks so well, but I'm going to show you all the tips and tricks that I used to get an A in that class, and OChem too as well, and all the other classes. So if you go to the top of this page and you click YouTube, on there I have playlists. And I have organic chemistry, I have general chemistry, I have anatomy and physiology, I have biology, I have genetics, biochemistry. I got an A in all of those classes. Like I said, I'm a 4.0 student. So please follow there. And on here, it takes time to create this content. So it's really appreciated if you go and follow and subscribe in both. So let's get into it. I made a video on alkanes already, but I wanted to give you an updated video because I feel like I wasn't showing you all the different ways it could also be substituents. I showed you the main chains. So I'm going to use the skeletal structure in these because I feel like it's much more efficient. But I want you to go check out the other video if you have no idea what a skeletal structure is, or if you're so familiar with line bond, because honestly in organic chemistry you need to do skeletal. But to be nice, each point is a carbon, and then you just imagine the amount of hydrogens that are attached. So here it would be C, so it's going to be H3C, CH2 here, and then CH3 here. Because again, carbon can only have 4 bonds. But again, go check out the other video. In this video, like I said, I'm just going to do skeletal structure because it's just much more efficient. Okay, so let's jump into it. So alkane. Alkane is a single bond, right? So if you have, for example, a double bond, that's an alkene. And I can't really draw it like that, but if you have a triple bond, because it has to be straight, that's going to be an alkyne. So just for your information. But alkane, like I said, is single bond, which is what we're going to be discussing in this video. So for alkanes, you need to know that all of them end in ane. But what happens is you're actually just changing them a number of carbons. So for example, if you have 1 carbon, it's methane. And then what you see in purple is if it's a substituent, which don't worry about that right now. I'm just going to say it. The substituents end in YL, so methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl. But I'll go over that momentarily. Just wait. Ethane is 2 carbons, propane is 3 carbons, butane is 4 carbons, pentane is 5 carbons, hexane is 6, heptane is 7, octane is 8, nonane is 9, decane is 10, undecane is 11, and dodecane is 12. Now for substituents, like I promised. When I was learning organic chemistry, they just kind of like said, okay, if you have a CH2, CH2, CH3, that's a propyl. Okay. My brain doesn't work like that. I need to see it. So that's why I drew it and color-coded it for you guys to be able to actually see what it is. So again, methyl is just 1 carbon. Ethyl is 2 carbons. Propyl is 3 carbons. And butyl is 4 carbons. And all of these are attached to a main chain. So that's why it's methyl, propyl, ethyl, and butyl, because they're substituents. Again, this is a substituent, this is a substituent, this is a substituent. This is the main chain and the longest chain. Okay? And again, this one is also a substituent. Just so we're clear on what a substituent is, it's like if you have a tree, it's the branch, okay? Now, you also have other substituents. So for example, propyl can also be isopropyl. So isopropyl is this one, and it looks like literally a Y. That's how I remembered it. I'm like, oh, that's a Y. That's isopropyl. Now, if you have a carbon and a Y, that's an isobutyl. So a carbon and then a Y is an isobutyl. So it's a Y with an extra carbon. Then tert-butyl, you have a T, literally, like I drew it. And then sec-butyl is called that way, sec for second. So the second carbon on the butyl. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, again, please follow me here and on YouTube, and thanks again for watching.